MapleStory NFT has launched, but the money, which is what really matters, isn't where you think it is. I tested everything, absolutely everything, and I found out where the real money is. If you watch until the end, I'll show you how to take advantage of this right now and guarantee over 1,500 Rs in your pocket. But what's the best class for you to play and get ahead to make money? What's the best pet? Is it worth buying any item? How can I start completely for free? These and several other questions you're probably wondering about to make money. And I'll tell you in advance, I know that, but it's not worth it. The best pet is this one right here. The best class is Bishop. Depending on the situation, you could pick another class. There's a reason for that. But I could even explain it. But what's the point if the guy who's already level 200, who had the game before and can bring in his characters, is out there taking down bosses, man. But still, it doesn't even reach 2,000 Nexo. Then you say, man, but 2,000 is a lot, Lucas. Come here to the market and I'm already going to give you the big tip that a lot of people made money with, and maybe you didn't, and that there will be other opportunities for you to make money. Pay attention because this here makes a lot of money. Usually, it's what makes the most money in any game you've ever played. Market, okay, every game has a market. Here we can see the value, look, Nexo, 1,000 Nexo. What does that mean? Here, we've come to an exchange, and there's a chart and a price. The dollar has a price just like the game's currency, which is NXPC. 100,000 Nexo is equivalent to 1 token. The token is currently worth $2.58. Great, right? A boss, when you kill it, gives you around 2,000. What does that mean? To get 1 token, you take 2,000 times 50, which is 100,000, equivalent to 1 token. So you'd have to kill 50 bosses. It's not worth it. It's just not worth it. Oh, just kill regular monsters. It's not worth it. There could be changes, and if so, I'll let you know. There are things that are actually worth it. There are 2 things that are worthwhile. Inside the game, there's a marketplace. For example, this here is an NFT that will probably increase in value later because it's a pet that gives a lot of buffs. It's really good, the best one there is. But for now, it's just flopping, dropping in value. But what happens? When I click on NFT items, sort from low to high, which is cheapest to most expensive, set it to most recent, and choose this option for better visibility, there were people who would leave the screen like this. And then when this was released, this has happened in several games, pay attention because this can put a lot of money in your pocket. In fact, it's a good idea to save money for this in the future. You go and study a game. Let's say, for example, Grand Chase is about to be released. You go there and think, I don't know much about it. But you start studying and you learn which are the good items and which are the bad items in Grand Chase. And then when it's about to launch, you come here and add it to the list. You look here and say, wow, this item is being sold for next to nothing. Sometimes the person who wants to transfer the item, even though you can place a bid is when you offer a price on your own item and accept it yourself. Some don't know this. There are people who sometimes set the wrong price. And then a friend of mine made over $400. Hey, NFT King. But that was at a time when what? When it was going to launch around 3 or 4 in the morning until about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. Now, very few people, let's say I stay here. Wow, let's see. Then I hit F5, I stay alert. Man, will a new item show up? I could stay here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours and nothing might appear. And then I'll just be wasting my time. Right now, I don't think it's worth it anymore. So what is worth it? Is there still something? Yes, there is. The game at the moment isn't interesting. There are people who are still all in, you're playing there, but it's not giving you anything. Nothing is making money that's really worth playing for. There are 1,000 other things that are worth it, and I'll even bring them to the channel. If you're not subscribed yet, or if you already are, check if you're subscribed, check if the notification bell is on, otherwise you'll miss the next video that I really think is worth playing. On our channel, there are several opportunities for you to make money. Don't miss anything. Subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and help us reach 50,000 subscribers. It's right here inside Bybit, but I'm going to show the step-by-step process, and here's why. When I come here, look, there's Token Splash. Then we go here to the specific token that's being launched by Maple. And there are 2 ways, for existing users and for new users. I'm going to start with new users because that's where the biggest rewards are. You might be thinking, oh, I already have an account, but what about your mom, your dad, your brother? Do you know if they do? So let's suppose you go up to someone and say, hey, I'll give you 100 Rs if you create an account on the 2nd largest exchange on the planet. Do you think they would do it? And why? Because new users will get 600 NXPC, which is their token here. Look, 600. How much is it worth? If the token is here, look, let's say 260. I'm not even going to use 260, okay? Check this out. Calculator. I take 600 tokens. The value is 260, but I'm going to put it here as times 2.5. $1,500. But that's a really crazy amount. But when is it going to pay out? If we come here, they'll release it on May 28th, so there's still some time until then. But hold on, hey Zedamanga, if you leave it until the last minute, you're going to miss out. Does that mean I have to spend money? No, hold on, I'll get to that. Oh, but you're saying to deposit? I don't have any. Hold on, I'll explain this in an easy way. First, you need to understand whether it's worth it for you to do this or not. Even for people who've been around for a while. Follow the logic. This amount, the token will probably drop. If we put 50 cents, then we do 600 times 0.5, that's $300. Times the dollar at 5.5, since I'm calculating everything on the low end, that's 1,650. That's a high amount you can get. Maybe around 1,000 Rise at least, I believe so. Hey Lucas, that's a lot of money. Yes, and it's actually more than that. Why? Because there are all these other Token Splash ones that you can do one and do all of them at the same time. But for that, you need the right strategy. But Lucas, how do you do it? For new people, this here is guaranteed. You can read the entire volume, but this one is exclusive for new users. There's an older one, and we'll get to that in a moment. I'll have to deposit $100. But Lucas, am I going to lose those $100? No. And what about trading? I'm not going to lose it? No. Here, look, for example, you trade the equivalent of $500. What's the ideal way to do it? I'll leave the link in the description. You'll create your account all nice and neat, email, password, KYC, which is the front and back of your ID. Yeah, this is the second largest exchange in the world, so everything is done properly. I have, look, over $14,000 here, but before you start doing it, you're going to go there, look, to trade spot, then you'll click there, look, Token Splash. Then this will open up here. And then you go up there, right click, duplicate, and you'll open 8 pages, so you just go and click on each one and sign up. Why? Because if you already have an account, you'll click here, look, sign up and participate. Is your account new? You do it on all of them. The first time, you can participate in everything at once. So look, I signed up here, I go and sign up here, I go, oops, this one is only for new users, I can't participate. And I'm not even talking about the value of each one here. Look, how much are 500 pump worth? And look, this one is also for new users. And that's how you keep going. There are also some for existing users that are worth it and are open. Done, I'm already signed up for all of them. See here, look, completed. Yours should be too if you're doing the same. Great, you created your account, you've already logged in, uploaded the front and back of your ID, and verified it. If you have any questions, there's a comment section below to help you. And now, for the deposit part, we're going to use another exchange. Oh, is it going to give you the money? It will give you the money, but you need to do it the right way. That's why we're going to use 2 exchanges. We're talking about the biggest exchange in the world, Binance. You're going to register there as well, the same step by step. To begin the verification process, you will first need to enter your email address into the designated field. This email address will be used to send you important notifications and updates regarding your account, so please make sure it is accurate and accessible. Next, you will be prompted to create a secure password. Choose a password that is strong and unique, combining letters, numbers, and special characters to help protect your account from unauthorized access. After you have successfully entered your email and password, the next step involves uploading images of your identification card. Start by taking a clear photo of the front side of your ID, ensuring that all information is visible and legible. Once the front has been uploaded, you will then need to capture and submit a photo of the back side of your ID as well. This helps us verify your identity and comply with security regulations. Please double check that both images are clear and that no details are obscured before proceeding to the next step. Great, we're on buy. You're going to go to deposit BRL, and then what can you use? PicPay, bank transfer, I just use Pix, no messing around. Continue. I'm going to enter 600 raise because sometimes the dollar goes up or down. 600 raise is ready, it's in God's hands. If you have doubts, just enter $100 in raise. It's coming out to 570, so I would put 580, okay? If you're short on money, if you don't have 10 or 20 raise, if it's tight, I enter it like this. Remember, you're not actually going to spend it. You'll probably spend just a few cents or 1 or 2 reais to make over 1,000. Is that interesting or not? Continue. It will scan the QR code, you pay, and the money will be credited to your account. After that, we click on the little circle in the upper right corner, Assets. And here, look, we have BRL. Ah, Lucas, why is there less there? Because I already have an account there, I'm just using a small amount here to show you. Now, where do we click? On Trade, Spot, right here, USDT, BRL. Exactly, what do we need? 100 USDT. We come here, look, there's limit and market order. Select market order and then enter your amount of 600 Rs. Here I have 65 just to demonstrate. Buy, I bought, closed here, and I'll click on the little circle again under Assets. All set, the money is here. Now I'll click on Withdraw. Now instead of BTC, I'm going to select USDT. Done, I've selected it. And then I enter the address, which is the one from Bybit. For that, we go back to Bybit, click on Deposit, and choose the currency, which is USDT. Oh, it hasn't shown up for me here yet. If anything, just type it in here, guys. Woody United States, S as in snake. And here we're going to choose the network. This part is very important, so pay attention. I'm going to select BEP20, confirm and copy. When copying, check the beginning and the end. Back here, I pasted the address and now I need to select the network. Here we have it. Look, zero fee, USDT. I selected BSC. Look, BNB Smart Chain, 0x5 B6 end. Same thing here, exactly. And then I enter the amount. Here it should be, I don't know, ideally 105 USDT, okay? Send a little extra, remember? $600 will be about 110, 105 just to be safe. Don't do exactly 100 because, you know, there's a fee of 1 or 2 Ries. It'll end up below 100. You'll lose out and then you'll complain, oh, I didn't get my more than 1,000 Ries. For example, just so you can see, I'm going to do it with $11 right here. Oh, is the minimum 50? Wow, they raised it, huh? I'll grab the rest of the bucks and be right back. All set, I put in the 50, clicked on withdraw, confirm, continue. Here's the authenticator. If you haven't set it up yet, you'll need to do it now for security purposes. It's an app that gives you a number that keeps changing every minute. If you have any questions, if you don't have an authenticator, just comment down below for the love of God. Just like WhatsApp is on your phone, it's not for making money, but we have our Discord here. Look, with a video tutorial, like see, my support team sending out the video I made teaching step by step how to make money with several different things. Stop losing money and start putting money in your pocket. After all, here you were born a follower, your family. Let's go, let's go. Little code 620502. Now you just have to wait for approval. The review process can take up to 12 hours, but that almost never happens. Look, one time it happened instantly, just like that, super quick. How can I check if the money has arrived? Look down here, it says it's processing, right? After all, it's a network, it's blockchain. It's being validated here, everything nice and neat. If I come here to my Bybit account, I'll hit F5 on the screen. Whoa. Here is my last transaction where I was sent $499. In a bit, I'll wait and it will show up here, see? It already showed up here. Look, the 50 bucks that's about to be credited. See? Pending. Remember, it has to be more than 100, so send at least $105. After that, your deposit will also be completed. After that, what do you need to do? Trade 100 USDT. Then there will be a make a trade button just like here. I click it, and now what? I click here on market, so it executes instantly. But I don't have a balance. Look, available balance isn't showing up. I click on more transfer, and now I'm going to take, for example, $20. Actually, I'll do even less, $10, which is about 50 something raise. Just to show you that you don't even need to use your whole 100. What do we have to do? Trade up to 100 USDT. What does that mean? How do you actually do that in practice? I'll put here, look, 10 USDT, clicked on buy, bought it. Now I go to sell, put in the full amount, 100%, I click on 100%, okay? Which is faster. Sell. The minimum sales must be 4. So the minimum you can sell here is 4, which will be a little over $10, as you can see in practice here. So I'm going to buy $5 more, which would make 15, but I want to round it up here, so I'm going to buy 10 more, okay? I'm buying $20 in total. Bought. Now, when I go to sell, I select 100%. Look, the amount I currently have is $19.75. So I've spent about 25 cents so far. I'm going to click here. Look, 100%. Sell, sold, go. Back to buy. How much do I have in total? Look, 100%. I have $59.73. So up to now, I've spent 27 cents and moved how much? About $39. Why? Here's the calculator. 10 that I bought, plus 10 that I bought, plus 20 that I sold. That would make 40. But then there are the little fees, so it comes out to $39.70 something cents. So let's round it to $39.50. That's how much I've already moved. How do I check? I come back here and click on refresh. Now just wait a bit and it'll show 39. We're back here. And as you can see, look, 39 out of 500. Everything done, showing step by step. Okay, Lucas, but is this for old accounts? Yes. And how much do you earn with old accounts? New accounts, 600 NPX, which will be at least about $300. Stop thinking it's hard. I'm showing it step by step. What's hard is carrying concrete. What's hard is clearing a lot for 12 hours to earn 20 bucks. So to earn these 600, I have to move 100. In your case, you would have moved, if you follow what I did, 39. So what do I do to move the rest? I'll give you an example here. Look, let me grab here. Look, 50 bucks. Oh, can you do it with 20? Yes, I just did it a little while ago. You can do it with 15, okay? The minimum is 4. 4 NPX should be worth about $12. So that's the minimum you need to have. And how much are you going to spend? Cents. So let's go to move it, right? You've already moved 39. Suppose you move it all. So we're going to do it with 31 bucks here. For example, look, buy, I bought, then I came here to sell, selected 100% and sold. You can do it with less. I just use this amount to make it simpler. Now you go to buy. How much do I have in total? $59.0607. So how much did I spend? I spent 33 cents with live proof. In a bit, I'll refresh this here. It'll show 100 here, which would already make me eligible for this reward. And to earn this other reward here, how much is it? How does it work? How does it function? Now I'm going to show you, then I'll show you the rewards from all the others. If it drops to 25 cents, it will still be paying 700 Rs. Take advantage. Use your dad's account, your mom's, your aunt's, even your parakeets. The link is in the description and there are more rewards. As you can see, 101 here, everything neat, done step by step, beautiful, perfect. I'm not talking about myself, I'm talking about this money in your pocket. Now, how do I earn with accounts that are already old, right? Oh, I don't have a dad, I don't have a mom, I can't find anyone who wants to make money. So I have money, the person doesn't, I make a trustworthy arrangement with them. Man, I would do this, seriously, I'd go after it. This opportunity here will probably make you a lot more money than playing any game. But continuing, now I'm going to move another 400 bucks. Then I'll do it with a higher amount just to speed up the process. I just need to move the $400, so I'm going to put in, look, 201. I bought it, came here, added 100%, sold it, updated it, and done. I moved 502 bucks, and how much am I making? 518. How much is that? The token is costing 268 here. Remember, it's going to pay out on the 28th, so be careful with your calculations. That means I take 5.18 times the current token value, okay? Let me put in 268 here. It's paying me $13.88. How much did I spend? When I moved those 200 and something dollars, it cost 20 cents. So, in total, I spent, to sum it up, 50 cents, being generous, to move $500. So, I spent 50 cents and I'm going to earn almost $14. But just a reminder, okay? If the token drops in value, I'll earn less. Let's say, for example, the token is worth 50 cents in the worst case scenario, then I'd be earning 0.5 times 5, which would be $2.50. Subtracting what I spent, that's a $2 profit. This one specifically, look, you can see your allocation, trade volume there, all the participants. The more people participate in this, the less I will earn. If someone moves $500 here, they will be included in this division of 14,000, okay? NXPC, does that mean you shouldn't do it? It means you should do it consciously. With this new account thing, if you have 100 accounts to use, go ahead and use all 100. That's awesome. Remember to participate in all of them at the same time with your new account here. Go there, join that one, do that one first. Then, as you can see here, look, you've already signed up for Mave. I did that earlier. Do the one that's paying the most first, which is MapleStore, but join all of them at once because when you deposit 100 bucks, you'll already be enabling the others. And then you come here, look, without the STT in FHE. Before it was possible, I don't know now if you can join more than one, because when you create the account right away, you'll be joining that exclusive one, and this one here as well. So, just to be safe, deposit your STT, make the transaction here with the MapleStore token. Since you've already deposited and clicked to join all of them at the same time, the deposit will be completed for all. And then yes, you can do spot trading. Oh, I don't want to take the risk. Come here to the right corner, click Open Support and ask, hey, if I join, I just created my account. Can I participate in both Maple and the FHE token? Oh, you can't. So what do? You don't do it, you don't make any moves. Oh man, I don't want to deal with that headache. I just want to get it done. You're going to spend here, I don't know, 5. Let's say you spend 50 cents here. 50 cents here makes 7 in total. Let's suppose that the 7 here applies to new accounts. You'll be spending $3.50. In reais, that's 20 bucks. If you don't want to be lazy and take that risk. If not, just ask in the chat there or just do it in the MapleStore to make sure you get that money in your hand. And for old accounts, I'm already participating in this. I'm already going to win. Could it, I don't know, drop a lot and give me less than 50 cents? I think that's unlikely. So what am I going to do? I just did it now. As we get closer to the end, all of these here, I'm going to start streaming live and I'll tell you whether it's worth it or not. How am I going to do that? I'm going to make a trade just like I did now. I'll take, for example, $100 here. I moved $100, right? I bought $50, sold $50, so I moved 100. I'll check here. Hey, I made $2 more. I spent 50 cents. Hey, I spent 50 cents, made $2, so I made $1.50, and there are 2 hours left until it ends. I'm going to go all the way, and you can do it too. Will I be making less with this? Yes, but I prefer for everyone to win together. Wonderful. So, how do I find out about this, Lucas, about this live? Come here on Discord, join the Discord, because I'll let you know here when I start these live streams. I'm going to start doing this regularly. More than that, there's a way to make money with Puzzle Hunt. I'll cover this in another video, but if you don't want to miss out, I'm going to release it now, as soon as I finish this recording, still today, the 16th. May 16th is my birthday. Congratulations to... I'm going to announce some news about Puzzle Hunt, which I'm going to start focusing on a lot, because it's a totally free opportunity to make money, coming directly. By clicking the link in the description, you can also create an account if you want to practice trading, spot, Puzzle Hunt, and comment here on YouTube if you want me to cover this Puzzle Hunt. You can also join the Discord to find out how I get started and how I already start earning this little bit of money. Remember, there are always several games paying out. If you don't want to miss out, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, like, and comment for more videos like this. This is Samuel Seguranza family.